Hello, everyone. My Star Wars and so yesterday was the last day of Star Wars Celebration. So what was your favorite thing before it all wrapped up yesterday? Did you get up early in the morning yesterday and watched it? So I just got a list here of um what we got here. So we got here something like this. Oops. So yeah, we got something right here. So we got something right here. I'm going to show you something here in a little while. And we can get something right there. So, so yeah, hopefully we get somebody, but hopefully we'll just, hopefully. So my final thoughts were, um, my thoughts were, it was good. It was good from the beginning, and we got the back. I'm good. How many of you did like the Bad Batch season 2? Season three, and the final season is coming out soon. And Day 4 just announced yesterday, that day before yesterday, or on. So, yeah, I'm just adjusting the camera. So tell me your thoughts. Don't don't be a stranger. So hopefully we can get some people. So we can hopefully get the acolyte. Hopefully we're got a list here that I'm going to start showing to you. Um, yeah, everything was just doing good. Everything good. The closing ceremonies. Who here is going to go to Japan? I'm not going to it. I think in it. I'm not going to it. There's no real reason why I'm not going to it. So, yeah, I'm not going to it. And in 2 years, I'm not really going to it because I have my reasons to. So I'm not going to it. Not really going to it because it's a because I don't know Japanese. I don't speak Japanese. I don't really speak to it. I'm just not really speaking to it right now. I was planning to do this yesterday, but got a little bit confusion, got a little bit. So um, if you're all wondering about what you know, so what are your thoughts? Tell me what your thoughts are. I think we got the Star Wars Visions 2. We got Star Wars Visions Volume 2. That was a really good panel. I'm glad they snuck a trailer in. Um, I found it epic, and um, that a lot of people were wondering about the lightsabers in that one too. I like Star Wars Visions. I gotta finish up volume one first. Or I was meant to do this yesterday, but it's just yesterday was the last day for the Star Wars celebration. I got up early for that, and I did get sleep in a little bit. I got some sleep from it, and I was like, I don't know about the one in Japan. Their timeline is different from ours too. Theirs is like kind of like the next day. So I'm hoping I gotta get up. If I had to get up early for that one, I can get up for that one too. But so again, what you guys thoughts on Visions Volume 2? That's coming out. So Bad Batch Season 3 and final season. Who's here is not happy? Who's here is not so happy? Who's not so happy with Star Wars when Star Wars Celebration's last day that they mentioned yeah, Tech did get killed off in the season finale. We're getting a series. We're getting a final season of the Bad Batch. Um, hopefully, hopefully, Hunter and Echo don't get killed off. One's hoping that I'm hoping they going to retire. So, what are your thoughts from that yesterday's Star Wars celebration? What is your final thoughts on it? It was really intense. Star Wars Visions. Let's just discuss about that trailer. The trailer. You want to discuss about the trailer? We can show it, but I cannot. We can review it a little bit later. So, what are your thoughts on Visions? Now, Visions, of course, kind of like the first Visions. Excuse me. Sorry about that interruption. Um, yeah, it was what it was. Visions. Let me tell you about Visions. It was the first. The first. Remember all the first. Remember the first one came out. They just brought on the second one. There was, what was your about Star Wars Celebration yesterday? Was it really good? We got Visions. We got Bad Batch season 2 review. They did announce season 3 final season. They didn't give us a trailer for that, so yeah, kind of like that. They did that with Rebels. They did announce that was going to be the fourth and final season. Resistance also, second and final season. I wasn't too happy with that. I didn't really care for Star Wars Resistance. It was pretty bad shape and stuff. They didn't give us a whole lot, so I didn't care much for that one. How about you? Do you really like Star Wars Resistance? I didn't care much for that one. I think that one was way too bad cartoon animation. So yeah, look, if you want me to talk about Bad Batch season 3 final season will be coming out next year, not this year, next year. So who's happy to see Bad Batch third and final season gonna be coming out? If you were at Star Wars Celebration yesterday, tell me your thoughts and what you have done. So Visions had season 2, and Dave Filoni did announce Tales of the Jedi season 2. What's something that goes a little bit beyond where Forces of Destiny kicked off? So yeah, it was really good yesterday. So tell me what your thoughts were. If who was your and tell me before you know what were your thoughts on the Japan in 2 years? Are you satisfied? Not satisfied? I'm not really much satisfied. I thought they were gonna come back to the United States like people are, but now it's going to Japan. So it was like, oh, their timeline of the United States is, they're like hours ahead of us. So yeah, and what was your thoughts on the Jedi Survivor game, the trailer that they broke loose? So was it your favorite? Not your favorite? If you're a gamer. So what do you think of that? So the Star Wars Visions trailer, season 2, volume 2. What are your thoughts on that about that trailer? I just noticed it gets a little bit dark, a little bit weird, and the lightsaber is yellow. Kind of like in the Ahsoka trailer, we saw the orange red, or it's just regular orange. I think, in my opinion, it's like orange, kind of like an orange red type deal, and what was not, and what. So just tell me what your thoughts are. Let me know in chat. Let me know in chat so I can start telling you, what it was. I was meant to do this yesterday and I didn't do it today, so I'm doing it today, make up for it. So, who all got up early in the morning to watch that closing ceremonies? Closing ceremony, and I like, my favorite part was Star Wars Celebration over the weekend. Hayden Christensen showed some tears. It was overwhelming for him. So, and the Aqualight announcement, Skeleton Crew announcement. So, yeah, what is going on with all Skeleton Crew? Skeleton Crew, we finally get an announcement for that. Acolytes finally get an announcement. So there, if I did tell you Endor season 2. If you're wondering about Endor season 2, It's next August, not this coming August, next August. So August of 2024. Since I think the reason why they're holding off until next August is because of Ahsoka coming in August of this year. I'm so excited for Endor. I'm so excited for first off, I'm excited for Ahsoka, Acolyte, Skeleton Crew, Andor season 2, Bad Batch season 3 final season. If you're all bummed about that, that I know it's kind of like Picard, kind of like Star Trek Picard season 3, also the final season. So yeah, if this is kind of like this, I'm thinking there won't be no season 4. You know, so tell me in chat what were your thoughts yesterday when you were watching Star Wars Celebration yesterday. What was your finals? What was that? Yeah, if it's in Japan, I'm not going. I don't know the language. I don't know. Plus, passports are way too expensive, and so my favorite part in Celebration over the weekend, it was all about. I liked all the merchandise, the handbags, book bags, action figures. If you have, I have little cousins. So so if you have kids, what do you think the Young Jedi's announcement? They finally, yep, it will be on May 4th. It will be on Disney Junior. Anything that Disney do will board you. So just tell me what your thoughts were. I'm going to start typing in here in chat. So putting the hay in there so that way it will start out like I started out in chat. So what are your thoughts on the yesterday's Star Wars Celebration in the final season of what so what your predictions when the final season of Bad Batch will come out? You think Hunter's gonna get killed off next? Echo, and they're gonna go rescue Omega, but didn't we all get? Are they gonna pick up where they left off? Or are they gonna move forward? And Dave Filoni got a movie coming out. Plus, Bad Batch season 3 final season. I'll be glad it was like all over. I'll be glad when maybe I don't know what Omega's decision will be. If she's going to be joining with her sister or go back to the boys. And calling her sister that I'd rather be with these guys and I'd rather be with you. What was her? I think that's what she's going to plan on doing. She's planning on doing and all that. So a lot of things have gone wrong with it. Who knows what it was? And so what? So what are your thoughts? So what are your thoughts on? No, my name was not mentioned in the black ticker this time. I was tweeting somewhat, and all of a sudden, so my thoughts were yesterday. I think we got mostly what we wanted. Evan McGregor popped up at the end of Celebration on Part 3, so they did not talk about a season 2 of Obi-Wan Kenobi or the Book of Boba Fett. I'm not really disappointed with neither one of them. I think in there maybe they didn't get a chance to written it yet and stuff. But what's everybody's thoughts on the Mandalorian and Obi-Wan Kenobi panel for design? So what do you guys think of that? I find it more interesting. I'm glad they didn't spoil for the 2 final episodes we're gonna get. We'll do Visions trailer now. Okay, we'll do that now. We'll do that right now. If you're interested, please tell me in the chat what you think of this trailer. So, yeah, we're gonna get Star Wars Visions. So no, that's the first one. So we're not going to get Star Wars Visions Season 2 trailer. So they did talk about that at Star Wars Celebration. Here, let's do this one. Oh, silly commercial comes on. I'm going to have to wait for it to come out. We will pause it and then we'll just do. Okay, who's it, my viewer? Come tell me in the chat what your thoughts were yesterday. If you're a Star Wars fan, please don't feel free. Okay, here it is. We're going to. Okay, who does this remind you of? Oops. Okay, this guy I do not know, but he does look like creepy. He creeps me out. Do you remember? You remember one of the Old Republic books where it looked like a face and it has a mask? Look, who can it be? Who does it remind you of in chat? This one, it looks like remind me of the Old Republic books. That looks like, or one of the video games. So, okay, moving on. So we got Star Wars Visions. I love this red. That's in red. This is really in red. I think, and I find this really epic. So, okay, here we are. So, excuse me. Notifications. Okay, we did not see. Okay, I'm gonna go. No. Okay, I'm gonna back it up just a little bit. Didn't catch that. If nobody didn't catch that, okay, I'm gonna back her up just a little. See, I guess got her face. Did anybody caught this at all? Yeah. Well, Visions trailer. There's a real reason why I'm cut the sound off. So yeah, we got a lightsaber in here this time. So we're gonna move on. Okay, this looks any familiar from the last Star Wars Visions. Yeah. This looks mighty familiar. When so yeah, does this look mighty familiar? So yep. Yeah, Star Wars Visions was really cool. So yeah, this girl looks totally terrified. Let's see what else is on here. So does these guys look familiar? So yeah, I'm trying to get this towards the camera a little bit more. So hopefully we'll get more. Yeah, and who is she? Because when they stuck this in yesterday. Here, let me just put the phone. Right there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, who the heck is she? Can anybody explain who is she? So yeah, she looks brand new to Visions. So, and here's another more like a lightsaber. So yeah, we got mostly that action. So yep, we got a lot more to Star Wars Visions now than what we did for the first one. So tell me what your thoughts are. Excuse me. So yeah, everything is coming together on Star Wars Visions. I like so. Did anybody watch that trailer? So let me know in chat if you have watched that trailer and liked it, love it. I don't like it. I don't care for it. Tell me your thoughts, and I'll take it as an opinion. So hopefully, maybe X-Ray might show up a little bit later. Maybe he might pop in. Who knows? But if you want to pop in, I can get you pop in, and you can just tell me, explain what your thoughts were, and tell me what your thoughts were about Star Wars Visions, the Bad Batch season 3's and final season, like we did, like kind of like what we did, similar to what we got for Picard right now. It's a third season, also a final season. So if you want to pop in, if you want to explain about the Star Wars Celebration weekend, tell me your thoughts. What's your favorite part of Star Wars Celebration, and so there's an explainment why I was supposed to. Well, I really want to go into it in 2 years, but since they brought the announcement saying it was going to be in Japan, I'm kind of a little bit disappointed that it's not coming back to the United States where it belongs. So I'm gonna wait for another next one. So, but if you want to pop on, I can have you pop on and see if you want to pop on. You want to explain who you want to see in Star Wars, what you saw at Star Wars Celebration. So if you want to pop on, I can invite you all, and maybe we'll have a good conversation here. So I was meant to do this yesterday, but we got a little bit of confusion, and it was delayed. So if you want to do that, do you want to pop on here? And what was your favorite part? Was it Mando and Obi-Wan Kenobi panel of the design? The Visions Volume 2, Bad Batch season. You're sad that we were getting a season third and final season of the Bad Batch, Andor season 2, Acolyte, and Skeleton Crew. We'll just I'm gonna put the link in the chat here. So I'm gonna go like this with it. So I'm gonna put it in chat here. So hopefully I can put this in chat. So there, if you want to pop in, go right ahead. You can pop in anytime. We got a couple of hours. If you want to put your thoughts, if you want to say it in chat, please feel free to pop in. We'll pop in. I'll get this all set up for pop-ins. We can do it like this, or we can just do it like this. Here we go. So just pop in. Okay, so free to pop in. So just tell me what your thoughts were and what you just wanted to do. If you're a prequel fan, please feel free to pop in. If you're a Bad Batch fan, please feel free to pop in if you want to talk about the announcement they just gave yesterday. And tell me your thoughts, tell me your beef. We can do this. So if you want to talk about the Bad Batch, you want to talk about Acolyte, Skeleton Crew, I'm finally get the chance to watch the Acolyte, Skeleton Crew, stuff like that. So, what was your favorite panel? My favorite panel right now is the Clone Wars 15-year anniversary. Dave Filoni did mention about the Tales of the Jedi from that one time. So already, if you want to tell me if you were there in person, you can come on here and have a good if you had a good time, please tell me all about it. I watched it on YouTube all weekend. I got up early. I really did not like getting up early, but I know it was across the pond, and it was so. My eyes were just starting to saying, "Please sleep in." I was exhausted from Friday all the way up to yesterday. So my eyes are acting like they just I know I did not look like I did not get enough sleep. So you can bear with my eyes. So please feel free if you're still at work. So please feel free to we can just leave the chat. Just feel free. So what was everybody's favorite? So please feel free. So what? Feel free to um feel free to please feel free to come pop in. Tell me what your thoughts were. If you like the Alkalite announcement, Skeleton Crew announcement, Bad Batch Season 3 announcement from yesterday, the third and final season. If you're bummed about it, tell me what you thought. Tell me right now. You can just tell me. We have about an hour or two. So tell me all your thoughts about the Acolyte panel, the movie announcements we got from Star Wars Celebration and everything else. So my favorite part of Star Wars Celebration is always the merchandise, because I went crazy with the merchandise. They get merchandise. Oh, okay, good. So if you're bummed, you won't be able to go to it in 2 years because it's not going to be coming back in the U.S. So, and Ashley, Hayden Christensen, he got emotional on day 3. Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Now, John, if you want me to, we can review the panel. He almost got emotional twice on day 3. So they did a whole lot. Plus, what do you guys think about the Obi-Wan Kenobi panel? Did you like it? Dislike it? I don't care. Just tell me what your thoughts were. Don't be so shy. Just don't be such a stranger to this panel. So I was on Twitter on day 3 all day, doing a lot of tweeting, and I starting to see my name popping up on the black tape ticker, and I was like, what the heck did I just say? So I was looking at it, and I was like, I was gonna put it on pause, but I'm thinking, no, I can't put it on pause. So yeah, if you want to see some clips of Star Wars Celebration, look out for my tweet. I did tweet it a whole bunch yesterday, and nope, it didn't show up on the black and white ticker. And I was so bummed about it. So tell me what are your thoughts. Do you have a thought? Do you have any theories about the Acolyte, Skeleton Crew? We have Skeleton Crew, and Andor Season 2, Bad Batch Season 3, and also the present, just like we did. So just tell me what your thoughts were. So if you want to come in, please feel free. It's all set up. So if you want to come in right now, just tell me what your thoughts were. So if you got a thought about the Bad Batch season three and final season coming soon next year, tell me in chat, or we can discuss about it. Come on, I want to hear your opinion. Voice your opinion. You gotta get your voice heard. So if you wanted to explain what's going on, with all this. Now, Acolyte, I think I missed Acolyte's panel, and then I missed Skeleton Crew panel. I think they didn't stream that. So, if you want to talk about Hayden Christensen got emotional while he was interviewed, because he sees all those fans. And I can pull up the clip right now, and Did anybody notice Hayden Christensen was wearing a hat on day 3? I kind of noticing it. I thought he never wore hats. So if you was wondering, if you're a Prickle person, come and chat, or you can discuss about it right now. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear it. I want to see it. So actually, my thoughts were all weekend long was really interesting. It my favorite from the last day of the Star Wars celebration. I just got a tweet from Echo Base Network asking if anything was interesting, and I put out a tweet out there let them know about the Bad Batch season 3. It's going to be the final season of it, and I think I'm hoping they'll feel better now that we're getting a season 3 and the final season of the Bad Batch season 3. My thoughts were on that panel was I like D. Bradley from Clone Wars. When he voiced Rex, and I think he did Commander Cody too. I don't know if it was him or different, but he did Zeb on Rebels. So he did a good, nice job with the Bad Batch with all the boys, including Tech. So, and when they both got and the actress who plays the voice of Omega. Yeah, I know everybody doesn't care much. Do you like her, dislike her, or you can just put in, I don't really care about her. That's fine. That's your opinion. You can voice your opinion. You can voice it. You can do whatever it takes. You can talk. She does annoy me too at times. I just don't care much for Omega. She just annoys me somehow. And what do you think about little Leia from Obi-Wan Kenobi? I don't think we're not going to get a season 2 of it. I don't know if it's going to be leading this to either Rogue One or New Hope. But yeah, they kind of not want to mention that, so to speak. So we're getting Andor season 2 next year. Bad Batch third season and final. Excuse me. So tell me what you thought. Tell me know in the chat. If you're a fan of Star Wars, let me know in the chat. If you're not a fan of Star Wars, then you can just sit back and re-listen if you want to, or you can just, I think the Star Wars Visions trailer was epic. The reason why I'm saying it's epic because I find that most of their scenes were quite credible, And if you're like me, it's probably lots of strange things to ask. So I like the trailer. I find it epic. I just didn't care for most scenes that's in there. Like most of that stuff are like clay puppetry, and I didn't care for that. Reminds me too much of that one movie there. I just can't think of it right now. But if you want in the Jedi Survivor trailer, what did you think of that Jedi Survivor trailer? Like in chat or just yeah, I was so exhausted from all those those days from Friday morning, Saturday morning, early Sunday morning, and then Monday. I was exhausted. I was so excited getting up early in the morning to watch it, even though the weather was across the pond. My thoughts on the Ahsoka trailer on the first day was awesome, and it was totally awesome. So, so hopefully, so if you're just coming off work, come to it, So I was exhausted for those days. Getting up early in the morning. So Japan would be worse. I bet you Japan's gonna be worse because I bet you we're gonna get it in the evening hours. Because they're like Japan. Let me tell you, it's the next kind of like the next day already over there. So hopefully Star Wars Celebration 2 years. Let's just hoping that'd be a good one. So I'm gonna start giving out some shout outs to if you come in here, I'll give you a shout out. I'll give you anything was good. They even had and during the celebration, Star Wars was not the only thing they were doing for merch. They were also doing the Indiana Jones merchandise, action figures. If you're an action figure fan, start coming down. It's just the way it was. So hopefully, um, merchandise is really cool looking and all of a sudden and a lot of people are just seeing what it was, and hopefully, you know, a lot of people wanted to um, started coming up here. Now, again, Mandalorian and Obi-Wan Kenobi design where he was explaining, I was kind of want to treat all about that and stuff. So yeah, a lot of people were saying, it's just I find the Mandalorian Obi-Wan Kenobi design panel was really good and awesome, and he did a good job explaining stuff. And he said he doesn't want to take up more time because he says something before the closing ceremonies came on. How many liked the closing ceremonies this year? How many of you liked the closing ceremonies this year at yesterday's Star Wars celebration? I thought it was quite nice, but I was disappointed it's not going to come back to the U.S. So I'm just disappointed as everybody else is. Like, no, it needs to come back to the United States. So what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in chat, or you can if you want to pop in. I already put the link in the chat room, so just feel free to explain about what your thoughts were between before what your favorite part was. My favorite part was Hayden Christensen coming on the Obi-Wan Kenobi panel. And I think Evan McGregor was disappointed. I don't think we're going to get a season 2 of that. So I would like to see a season 2 of it. So if you have StreamYard, please come to or pop in. Go right ahead. So I was just curious and wondering. Well, my favorite part of Star Wars Celebration before it closed out yesterday, my favorite part was seeing the Clone Wars 15-year panel. That was really interesting. Ashley was there. Matt was there. I think I couldn't get his. So I loved Ashley Eckstein. I liked the way she put the stripes in her hair. I'm thinking I should get, I think I should really put that in my hair, but I'm not sure it's going to tell right with the hair color I have. If you want me to put something like that in my hair one of these days, let me know in chat. So that way, things are. So if you're wondering, why I'm still in this old house, I'll explain that some other time. But so there was Skeleton Crew, Acolyte. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to it. I hope they will bring us a trailer out sometime next year. So who is bummed about the Bad Batch season 3 and also going to be the final season announcement? How many of you are bummed? Come on, tell me if you're bummed. I was going to be upset too myself. I always liked I was starting to like the Bad Batch. Now, when I saw all season 2, I was like bummed that when they announced season 3, and it's going to be called the final season. How many of you are bummed? How many of you are bummed? Seriously. How many of you are bummed about it? I'm thinking I'm just more bummed about it than you all are. So, how many of you that are so excited of the Ahsoka? Yeah, I like the Ahsoka trailer too myself. So, if you're watching, if anybody's watching, please feel free. Don't be such a stranger. Saying, yeah, I might be early, but it's early. So what are your thoughts on yesterday's the closing ceremonies was good? Was the closing ceremonies was good? Was Mandalorian and Obi-Wan Kenobi's design panel was any good? I find it really interesting because the Mandalorian's on there. He didn't give away season 3's design all too well. That now explains a lot why we got all these sketches. So feel free to come on anytime. I wonder who it be. So hopefully we get somebody on here. I'm hoping it would be my buddy. Hopefully. And plus there's a lot of money, a lot of merchandise. So the guy that did all the creatures, he did Yoda. We saw the Yoda one the day, I think it was the day before yesterday, and then we saw the last ones. And yes, I did. Did anybody saw that Bebo Frick on stage with that guy? He explained every creature. I was like, I have repeated this line, and so a lot of people. So it makes a whole. So who's bummed about the Bad Batch season 3 final season coming out next year? I was bummed about it, but I think in most of you are going to be glad it's going to be over soon. They're going to have a final season. Did anybody notice that it's going to be the final season? When I first heard it, it was confusing. So it was totally confusing. I was totally confusing and stuff like that. So how many of you just wants to? So it was totally confusing. They did not have a trailer for it. It was announced before that panel closed. So my favorite Star Wars celebration all weekend was Hayden Christensen that came on stage. Return of the Jedi panel that was came on stage. Too bad Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford didn't come up to explain about the characters, but at least we got one from Anthony Daniels, who all liked his golden suit every time he comes on. So he, a lot of people saying it was quite interesting. I love the golden suit. So did you guys think that he was trying to get that? You remember that droid that one of the hosts, and he just talked back at the host. If anybody loved it, that droid was full of that. But I think he was from Endor. That droid was, because he looked mighty familiar. And also, so if you wanted to check out the interview of Anthony Daniels' interview, we can do it as a recap. So yeah, Star Wars Celebration was really good. I think it was really good for a lot of reasons here. So let's just go to. Oh shoot! I was going to. So if you want me to just, yep, it's right here. So yeah, we're going to do it like this. So we're going to go skip to forward. So who loves this? Was that a good golden suit or what? I believe it looks good on Anthony Daniels. I think it looks good. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Get his full here. And, if you want to hear it, let me know. So what do you guys think? I think this golden suit looks super good, interesting. So move forward. Now he's speaking to the audience, but he's also turning around. And remember what he did a couple of years ago? They introduced him on stage, and so if you want to hear it one of these days, I don't want to get in trouble by YouTube. But what do you guys think? I like Star Wars Celebration as much as everybody else does. And so yeah, you get to see what your thoughts were. So yeah, Anthony Daniels was really interesting. I love the man so much. I really do. I loved how he just did 3PO. So yeah, it was kind of like interesting for the most part. So I that was my favorite part was Anthony Daniels. My favorite part was the cast of Endor. That was really good. You know, so and my favorite part was um, when they talk about the acolyte, so that was really interesting. So yeah, it was really interesting, and I did find it mostly what it was. So, what's everybody else's thoughts on um on the whole time of celebration all weekend? Did you find it good? Did I like it? Just address me your opinions and what they really are. So tell me what they are. So if you tell me what them are, you know, I can come back here later on tonight. If you're a night person. So yeah, everything is just great and dandy. So hopefully, what you know, I like the Acolyte announcement, Skeleton Crew announcement. So if you excuse me, I'm going to take an intermission break and come back later. How's that? Okay, intermission was over. So tell me what your thoughts were on the Acolyte announcement. So we got a lot of things went on yesterday before the closing ceremony, before this happened. So tell me what your thoughts were. If you want me to end the broadcast early, we'll just finish it up later. I think we should do that. End it early and then finish it later. So I'll make a part 2 out of it. Okay. Okay, I'll see you all later. I'm gonna end this early. I can't get it's way too early for everyone to be here. I got what I'm missing out on the news, so I'll see you a little bit later.